My hardcore world has gotten off to an amazing start. However, there's still 3 things that we can do to make hardcore easy. So that is what we're going to be tackling in this video. The first thing that I want is totems, so I'll grab this ominous bottle, run to a village farther away from my house, and protect these villagers by digging them into a hole, and then begin the raid. No matter what I do, I cannot find this last raider, so I'm just gonna start another raid at my home village. That's not good. Okay, these guys do a lot of damage. Yes, iron golems. Again, really? I really do not like fighting evokers in caves. Okay, come on. They have fire now? This isn't good. Okay, that's my first totem popped. You got this, golem. I'm poisoned, which isn't good. Okay. At some point my helmet broke, which isn't good. Anyways, hopefully when we kill this Ravager, the raid will be over. Yes, nice. And just like that, we've already completed the first goal of the video, getting totems. Before we do anything else, let's wait for night. Boom. And then start farming creepers. "23 gunpowder should be enough to craft loads of rockets. Next up, we can try to find a fortress in a soul sand valley. This is a bit of an awkward situation. Okay. The reason we want an SSV fortress is because lots of wither skeletons spawn here. Nice. Okay, now we can get out of here. Okay, well, that was much easier than I thought it would be. The next thing we can do is prepare for the wither boss fight. I'm thinking somewhere over here would be a good spot. Also, I'm hoping that you can summon the wither with soul soil, because normally you would use soul sand, but I only have soul soil. And I really don't want to go all the way back for soul sand. Anyways, let's summon the boss. Soul soil will work. Okay, well, this is a bad start, My bow is dealing like no damage. His health bar is just regenerating faster than I can deal damage. I'm kind of close to dying too. Sorry, Mr. Wither, but we're gonna need to have a small halftime intermission to get level 30, and then enchant my bow with power 4. Much better. Sorry about that, Mr. Wither, but we can get back into the fight now. Already my bow's doing much better. Look at how much damage I'm doing. Alright, we're at the phase where he comes down and attacks us head on. Hopefully we don't die. I should grab another totem. And let's go! The Wither is defeated inside of Minecraft Hardcore. Now, where is my Nether Star? There it is. That was much more difficult than it needed to be. Nonetheless though, we can craft our beacon, and just like that, we have completed the second goal of the video. The next thing I want to do is fix an issue that I've had since the beginning of this world, and that issue is rockets. Actually, ignore everything I said. I want to make a villager breeder first. These should be all the materials that we need, and now with the help of a tutorial, we can build this thing. The machine is fully built. All we need to do is wait for night once more, so that they will now just walk up the staircase to their bed. Now that they're in their beds, we can just throw them carrots, and boom, baby villagers. Now it is time to move on to the Gunpowder Farm, which will require a lot more materials like netherrack, like water, and a lot of trapdoors, which needs wood. This should be pretty much all of the materials we need, except for scaffolding, which means we need to find a jungle. Oh, finally, we have found the jungle. And this bamboo forest should get us all of the bamboo we're gonna need for scaffolding. For maximum efficiency, this farm needs to be built on an ocean and in the air 100 blocks. Now at the top, we can begin building. Mistakes have been made. I forgot to unpause my recording again. Like, why do I always do that? But anyways, all you missed was just me placing netherrack, so it really wasn't that much. We can finish the farm by building a roof. Boom, and just like that, the farm is finished. After around 5 minutes of AFKing, we got 39 gunpowder, which I don't think is that bad at all. We are now home. Now that we've made the gunpowder farm, there's 3 smaller farms that I want to make. And I think that we should just collect all the materials for them now. What? No way. Okay, well, that was cool. A mushroom island. Here's the coral. Wait, do you need silk touch? Oh, okay. And just like that, this is all the materials we're gonna need for our farms. So let's begin building, I guess. The first farm I want to make is a wood farm. This is gonna be the collection system. And I'm pretty sure these pistons are going to push the wood into the blast zone. Now I'm making the system that's going to blow up the trees. I have no idea how this slime is supposed to work. Okay, apparently it doesn't work. We've had a bit of an incident.
A few moments later.
The farm now actually works. So after grabbing some bone meal from the nether, we can give this farm a proper test run. In less than 4 minutes, we already have nearly a stack of logs, and I only blew up the farm once. After some time at the creeper farm, we can start work on the next farm, which is going to be a farm that farms stone. The part that I'm building now is going to be where all of the stone gets generated, but for it to actually generate stone, it needs to be waterlogged, and then we need to add a bunch of lava. Now that that is done, it is time to begin doing redstone that is way too complex for me. Like, tell me you know what any of this means without lying. Like, why on earth would we need sand? I actually despise redstone, because what do you mean the only reason the farm wasn't working was because I used a wooden button? But now we are farming cobblestone, and a ridiculous amount of it too. Now it is time to build a farm that for some reason I've been putting off all day, and that farm is of course an iron farm. The place that I'm digging out now is going to be where the villagers and the zombie go. After digging a quick staircase, this area is complete, and we can start digging a 9x5 area for the golems to spawn in. Once again, all the tutorials I used will be linked in the description below. This is going to be where all of the iron goes. And before we get the farm working, we must wait for night once more. Nice, now all of these villagers should go to bed. Okay, not these beds, the other ones. Much better, now these guys will just fall right in. The last thing we need to do is get one of these guys to come down here, nice. Nope, come down. Down. Nice. Now golems will spawn dropping us iron, which we can use to craft a hopper and officially complete the farm. It is now time to make a much larger farm, which is going to require a lot of magma. I mean a lot of magma. This should last us a while. And if you couldn't guess it already, we are building a gold farm, which means we need a lot of other materials, like turtle eggs. He looks kind of sad, he's just walking away. I'm sorry. And after collecting a few random materials, this should be everything that we need to build the gold farm. Alright, it's time to actually build this thing. The first thing we need to do is get to the nether roof. Hopefully we don't suffocate, nice. We'll build a nether portal to make sure we don't get trapped up here. And now on the nether roof, we need to build up to build height, where we can begin making magma spawning platforms, which needs to be 23 by 23 blocks large. Just like this. And now we need to spawn proof the entire upper layer. And now we only need to do that 4 more times. That's layer 2 done. Layer 3 is now done and pigmen are already starting to spawn. Layer 4 is done, which means we only need to do 1 more layer. And layer 5 we could almost complete, we just barely ran out of magma. The next thing we need to do is add in the turtle eggs. And they crushed the turtle eggs, didn't they? I should have gone top to bottom. Now that all of the turtle eggs are in, we can start work on the killing chamber. And this is where we're going to collect all of the gold. I believe the last thing we have to do is bring this guy down to our little platform. Basically, he's going to just communicate to all the pigmen to stay angry. Okay, now after punching this guy, all of the pigmen are going to come running in. And we're going to get a load of XP. So fast, look at all of them. This is by far the best and most useful farm I've built all video. And for the useless gold swords, we can literally just chuck them off the edge. Anyways, I think 39 levels is pretty good considering I've only been at the farm for 10 minutes. And then we can dig a staircase out of here is what I was gonna say. Oh, that was my last totem. That sucks. Like I was saying, a staircase out of here. We can then enchant a new helmet. Oh, and that wasn't my last totem. I had 1 spare in this chest. Anyways, just like that, I've completed all my goals for this video. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit subscribe. And you know the drill, and I'll see you next time.